Well, hello everyone. We want to welcome you to our Light Your Dream Team monthly training call. Thank you for those of you that are on the call live. We are recording it, so we'll put it up on the site afterwards. But tonight's training is going to focus on your why. And you probably have heard us talk about this in the past. I was talking to a new prospective team member this afternoon. He was talking about needing some help building his business. He's just preparing a training, and I think we do a really good job on this team of not only to build the business in terms of, how do you retail at a show? How do you do a fundraiser? How do you build a team? But beyond that, Allison and I are very much also focused on self-improvement, self-development, because it really all starts with your mind. And if you don't have that in the right spot, anything that comes after just doesn't matter anymore. Because honestly, any business, network marketing, whether it's this business, you're going to come across obstacles. Something is going to happen in your personal life that's going to throw you off track. You're going to get disappointed at points when things don't work out quite the way that you want, or that you expected, or that you had hoped. Allison, do you hear me okay? Because it looks like I'm kind of freezing up on my photo. Am I okay?
Actually, you sound better now. You were breaking up a little bit, but you're okay now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of looking like I was frozen there for a bit. Okay. So we want to start with your why. And you might have known this at the time that you started your business, why you wanted to begin your business, but it's honestly something that you need to revisit lots of times, yearly for sure. Long goals figured out, but really this knowing your why can come into play on a daily basis. So when I come home, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I maybe just want to watch TV, I have to revisit my why. I have to breaking up again.
Yeah, you're
Can you hear me
breaking up.
okay, Allison?
I could hear you most of the time. Yes.
I don't know what's going on there. Okay, maybe it's just my internet, which is kind of weird because usually I don't have issues. But okay, so you might have to revisit that why on a daily basis when it comes to choices. I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. You have to maybe sometimes dig deeper into, why did you start this business and why do you want to continue doing this business? Okay, so why is your why so important? Because it's what's going to pull you through the hard times, and there will be hard times. We don't want to discourage you right up front, but as I said, as any business, you're going to have hard times. In life, you're going to have hard times. So why do you want to do this business? And the answer, financial freedom, is not enough of an answer. It's just too vague. So your reason is deeper than this. It becomes your guiding motivator. It's what you truly want in life, and it represents your values and what matters most. So once you know your why, you'll be unstoppable. And it's an emotional answer. Why means, for what reason or purpose. Your desire has to move from your head to your heart. And this is the most important piece, is that you really have to feel it. That my why isn't your why, isn't Allison's why. You have to tone into what is your why and why it's so important. Allison is well known for saying your why should make you cry. It should be something extremely meaningful and purposeful. It has to be meaningful enough that you'll be willing to put everything else aside and you'll do whatever it takes to get there. Okay. If it's not that meaningful to you, then you won't push through the challenging times. You'll cave into that, I'd rather go watch TV, or I'd rather, hang out with friends. So if you're presented with a choice, work my business because this is my why, or something else, then maybe your why is not deep enough and you need to restructure that. Okay. So I'm going to kind of teach you this method of going 7 levels deep. Okay. So how do I get to that deeper heartfelt why and not just say, I want financial freedom? Okay, so you start by asking questions to yourself. And you can there's somebody that you somebody that you trust, uh, heart's desires, and have them ask questions and make you go deeper each time. So you get progressively deeper with each of those answers. So the first one, why do you want to do this business? An easy answer is financial freedom. Okay, but why do you want financial freedom? And you answer, I never want to go backwards. Or I shouldn't say you answer, because every person, again, is going to have an individual answer. So I'll say, I will answer, I never want to go backwards to where I was. Okay, so then you go deeper. Why is not going backwards important to you? And the answer is, it doesn't feel good and it's scary to not have enough. And enough is defined by, each individual person. So then you go deeper and ask the next level of question. Why is not having enough something that you want to change? And I answer, I want to be able to abundantly take care of my family. And then go deep. And it gets harder. It gets a little hard each time. And it takes some thinking and takes some processing, and might not get it right that first time, because it's easy to kind of stop after 1 or 2 questions. But then again, that's just not deep enough. You're not the heartfelt reason of why you want to do this until you keep asking questions. Okay. So the next level is, why is being able to take care of your family important to you? And I answer, because when money is not an issue, we have choices. And ask again, then why is having choices important to you? And I answer, I want to go where we want, do what we want, be what we want. Okay. And then the last question, 7 levels deep now. Why is wanting to go where you want, do what you want, be what you want important to you? And I answer, because it means I have control, and it gives me a sense of security and takes away the fear of not having enough. And, sometimes you have to kind of look back over your history, your either your upbringing as a child or your early adult, and think about those things that you value, and maybe dig into what your fears are, so that you can kind of overcome what those fears are by being successful, in your business. So my ultimate why is, when I have financial freedom, I feel in control. It eliminates the fear, the insecurity and anxiety, and it gives me choices and peace. And when it really boils down to it, the money isn't the most important thing to me. It's having peace, lack of fear, lack of anxiety. That allows me then to go to the next level of who I can. Okay. So when asked, why do you do this business? It's only one level to say, I want a better car, I want a bigger home in a better neighborhood. Maybe I say, I want my children to go to college, I want to contribute to our retirement fund. But again, it's deeper, it's more emotional level to say, I want control, I want choices, I want security, I want peace of mind. Of course, I want those things or those experiences, but again, you just need to go deeper. So ask, why do you want a new car? You can answer then, because this goal may change tomorrow. Maybe you decide you don't need another car. So you're okay with what you have. You often hear, in goal setting, what do you want to achieve? Well, I want a new car. And when you really dig down deep and get emotional, yeah, is it that car is really what you want? Not me. Give me 4 wheels and a steering wheel and I'm good. I don't have to have a big fancy car. Okay. So where are you at once you do achieve this? So you can have these individual goals of things you want, but what is the greater picture of your dream life? What does achieving that goal mean to you? So my why is to have the ability to make decisions that empower me and bring me joy. So when money isn't an issue, I can get there. So when those tough days come, and as I've already said, I might not feel like working my business, I have to remind myself of my short-term goals. So things like getting that dream vacation, remodeling my home, getting that car, and then my desire to avoid fear, pain, and gain control and choices. And know that I can only get there if I keep going. So the inner doubts and inner resistance will attempt to hold you back. Not you, but everybody. We all have these feelings. We're going to have self-doubts. We're going to think we did something well, and then it kind of falls apart. So we're going to doubt ourselves and wonder if we're, fit for this business, if it's something that we should, keep doing. But those are those outer resistance. They are going to attempt to hold you back. But when you know where you want to go and why you want to get there, again, there's nothing that's going to hold you back. Okay, so once you know your why, you'll be more confident, self-assured of the actions you decide to engage in on a daily basis. So you should ask, is this action that I'm about to take congruent with my why? Is it going to move me a step closer to what I want? And if not, then don't do it. Okay, remind yourself of your why and make a different choice in the actions that you'll do. So it's not easy always being consistent, staying with it, making the choice to do the business, as I said, versus hanging out with friends or watching TV. And it's not that you can't do those things, but if you've scheduled your business time, then you gotta make that choice to do it. And when it's not easy, that's when you focus back on, why did I want to do this in the first place? Okay, let me see if that's the end of my slides here. Okay, so Allison, what do you want to add from your notes? You're muted, there you go.
1 second. Sorry. Sorry if the dogs are barking. Somebody's just got home. You mentioned a step closer to what you want. So I wanted to talk a little about having a vision. And a vision is something that you see. So what does it mean to have a vision? You truly have a vision when you see more of it than you do your current circumstances. And there was a quote from Dr. Reverend Michael Beckwith: pain pushes you until a vision pulls you. Fear Fear stops many people from taking action. They just keep doing the same old things that they've always done. Fear of stepping out of their comfort zone. Fear they cannot do it. Fear it'll hurt if they fail. Fear of being disappointed and fear of failure. Setting goals will take you outside of your comfort zone. Your why, your vision has to be strong enough so you don't give up and you don't quit. But ask yourself this: if I continue doing what I'm doing now, what am I going to miss out on? And how will I feel? You can build this business. You have to believe in yourself, believe you can achieve it. And many distributors in our company are earning a very nice income. They're committed, they're consistent and persistent. They have big goals, they have big dreams, and they have a vision. That's so important. They work on personal development because you're going to get those no's and you will hit obstacles, like Kathy said, and you'll feel like you're spinning your wheels sometimes, and you'll have those people give up and quit on your team. And there will be many bumps in the road. And I don't want to scare you, but that's with any business. But they have learned not to take no's and people quitting to heart. They get through the mess in the middle that keep many people from reaching their goals. They accept it and they move on and not dwell on it. They have big wise goals and vision, and they stay focused on those. Anyone can make a good income with this company. You don't need to have a special education. You don't need huge inventory. You can work it around a full-time job and still grow your business. And it's up to you on how much you, sorry, if it's up to you on how much you want to hit your goal. How big is your why? If it's not big, if it's big enough, nothing's going to stop you. And I shared this the other day on the group, the true purpose of goals. Success is just a mindset. And many people will beat themselves up if they don't hit a certain goal. They'll feel like they're a failure and they can't do it. But do you know what the true purpose of a goal is? A goal is to help you grow. The true purpose of a goal is to help you step out of your comfort zone. The true purpose of a goal is to become better. Success is showing up every day. If you're showing up every day, you are a success. And that's all I've got, Kathy.
All right. Well, those are some great extra tips. I just think it's really important that this is the starting point. And even if you've been in business for a long time, like we have, just preparing the training helped me figure out more in depth what my why is. So it's okay to have those short-term goals, as we stated. It's always fun to think, okay, I'm trying to earn enough money to buy this special purse. I mean, start small, then yeah, I want to take a special vacation. But dig deeper so that it's so emotional to you that you, again, are able to be pulled through any difficult times. So jot down those questions, go 7 level deeps, and don't stop until you get 7 levels. So just keep asking. When you answer a question, the next question is, well, why do you want that? Well, why do you want that? Until you get deep enough that you've really given a lot of thought to what is important to you. So that's all that we have then for the training tonight. Next Wednesday, we'll do our live business live on the Facebook business page. So be sure to be inviting your guest to that. Again, that's our team specific Mia Bella business live overview. So do your inviting, get people on the call. Again, those pages, Allison and I post to that Facebook group every day. So, share the post, like the post. The more that we do that, the more interaction we get, the more people will see the posts, and keep sharing the business information. Now's a great time to get people involved. They want to be part of this fantastic candle season that we're coming into here. So now is a good time. So yeah, let's get them enrolled. Let's get them into the training, get them started with figuring out what their why is, and then we'll teach them how to go about retailing here and during the season, as well as this busy fundraising season. So again, if you have any questions, anything that you need to know further about this training, want to work with Allison and I in kind of going through this exercise, certainly reach out to us. We'd be glad to work with you on helping, because it's not easy. It's not an easy task. It does require you to dig deep, and sometimes that's not easy to face what might be your challenge or your obstacle. So, okay, well, thank you everyone for being on the call. We'll get the recording up so you can take a look at it later. And we do appreciate everyone, and keep communicating in the group here so that we can all share the busyness of what's happening here with our candle business. So, Allison, any last thing?
Nope, just have a great evening, and thanks for joining us. And also be sure to invite guests to those weekly corporate business opportunity calls also. They're every week. They're always at 7 p.m., but they'll be in different time zones each week. So they'll be switching them around. And if you get confused on time zones, sometimes I do too, because I never know what time it's in California, or Arizona is the one that sometimes they change an hour and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So I just go to Google and I type in what time is it in Arizona right now? And then it'll give me the time. So then I could kind of figure out, okay, I'm an hour behind, or hour ahead, or 2 hours ahead. So yeah, just Google it. You'll know what time it is your time for those calls.
Sounds good. All right. We'll see y'all later then. Thanks so much.